Well, so the Game Awards are over, and clearly it weren't rigged, like the previous poster said. So I'm gonna talk about shady ones that are suspect in a minute. Let's first talk about that. So Balatro and Astrobot are not what you would choose if you were going to choose based on big money backing it, right? And I asked the person for proof. They provided none. Now I'm just going to block them, even though they deleted their post. Because just don't throw, we can't have good conversations if you throw the lazy memes at me that you have no proof on. I'm way willing to learn and understand new things, but man, when you're just going to be the little kids thinking you're just screaming into the void, you're not. I'm going to block you because I want my community to be able to have actual discussion about topics. Okay, so before I get into the really weird, I'm going to have a couple of examples of weird ones. The good ones are the GDC Awards in San Francisco by far are the ones for me as a developer that I care about the most. And I've been on teams that have won there. And I think the one that was most meaningful to me was for Portal 2. We won Best Narrative Design. The only thing I'm mad about is the year before, we would have won Best Writing. And I wanted to win Writing because I'm a writer, not a narrative designer. I don't know what a narrative designer is. But I'm Best Writing. And so we won that award, but they had changed it to Narrative Design. Yeah, that was fun. I like that one a lot. I care about those ones a lot. The BAFTAs, I get one of these or two of these are cool because you have to sign to get them, and that's why I have one. Like, it's the team's, it's not mine, but there's 3 people get them, and the Gabe would always sign on it, and then he would keep his at the company. But I'm legally required to take care of these 2. They're for the Left 4 Dead series, and that's cool because I've also been a juror on this, and it's a very stringent process. You play the games, you have to discuss them, you have to go around, and it's like if you haven't read the book report thing, you're in trouble because there's a lot of discussion about it, and it's just really good jury pool, and it's jury award, and I'd appreciate that. And the GDC ones are cool because those are your peers and peers voting on it. Now DICE has awards as well, which I like a little less. I know Megan's trying to fix it, but for me still, you have to be a member of the organization that's smaller than GDC, and it's more big corporations. And so if Sony comes out with a big game, Sony's going to win all of it. God of War is a fine game. It's not that good of a game, but it swept those awards. And then there are the VGAs. And the VGAs are fun, and they're dumb, and it's like play, right? It's a pretend award. When I've gone down to accept the awards there, we didn't even get called on stage. We were one of those, and I was fine with that. You don't need to do, oh, it's really the families. Whatever. Okay, that's cool. And also, once on DICE, I had to accept an award. So I get thrown under the bus to go accept the awards. You think it's a cool thing. It's not. It's weird because you have to go walk up on stage and remember words. And you can't drink until you do that because you'll be a babbling idiot. But I'm going to get into that in a minute. But at DICE, I picked up the award for Portal 2's Connectivity Award. It's a weird award. I didn't understand it. Other people ran it then. They explained to me later that I did do the acceptance speech right. Whatever. It was a nice table I was sitting at. It was a really nice table that you're sitting at. Yeah. Actually, a bunch of people were on this app. And then there's the weird ones. The really weird ones. So me and Doug Lombardi just decided we were going to see what it's like just to go accept every award that we get one year. And it was weird. And so, that's the year Josh went to go get the Portal 2 BAFTA. He got the good one. I'd actually given out a BAFTA one year, and I fell off the stage while giving it, but I did it smoothly. It's the year the Halo guy fell off the stage, too, but I stepped off, realized I was stepping in the air, foot landed, next step was back up on stage. Yeah, I'm pretty good. But the weird bad ones are, some of them are about getting promotional money and having an event. So there's one in Canada who doesn't exist anymore, who didn't invite any local Canadian devs, or they knew that it was a scam. But we went up there with my wife. Boy, she's just looking at me confused. And the awards were, first of all, they were so cheaply made, none of them made it back. They all fell apart. But we won all the awards. The announcer was the guy who does the SpongeBob voice, and he was the only other adult. The rest was just students. So is this some kind of thing to get money? I don't even know what we just took the students out drinking that night. It was a very nice night of that. and we kind of we decided to host like everybody. I don't know, because the party wasn't, but Valve did, and I still run into people from there, so that worked. When you're Valve, it was always this idea of just be gracious and fill in the role for that, and then those people will later be in the industry. Then there's the one where I think sometimes if you agreed that you were going to travel, then you won the award. And so we traveled to a city, and it was a very big developer. It was also there, but they were local, and they clearly thought they should win this award. I won't say who. They clearly thought they should win this award. And not to say that they stormed out and said, this is a fucking waste of time. But my wife was there also. If you ask her what happened, that's what she would say. They also did not go to the after party. But that event did pay for the after party drink, so I appreciate that. Because then there was the award we got one time, which is just a beer can, and on something which... we thought it'd be funny to go out day drinking and do the acceptance award, because they gave us a camera to film the acceptance award. And so we thought, would reciprocate that way. And you're going to think, oh, you got drunk and you lost the award, right? No. We lost the camera. I don't know where it is. We threw the award out. We're dumb. But there was like a lot of those little ones. Like, and those are, if you show up and you're somebody, they give you something for showing up. It's a participation award. And I would go up and I would pretend to be, I think the Canadian one, my acceptance speech for like the 5th or 6th award we got is, good thing no one else showed up. If you wonder dumb things I've done, there. But the ones I do like are these, by far, because my mom's big into movies and she knew what these are. Now, again, this is weird because this is for the whole team. This isn't just for me, but I had to sign legal papers to keep this, so I do. And then I told my mom, and then after I told my mom the second time I won it, since she loves movies, she knew what the BAFTAs were, and she started yelling at me one day, and she doesn't, my full name, like Chet Falasek. And I was like, excuse me, Mom, you have to say 2-time BAFTA award-winning Chet Falasek. She laughed. She stopped yelling.